Hello and welcome everyone to a special Friday the 13th edition of the Daily 8 on the News 8 live desk. Phil Penarski here with the top stories that you need to know. We'll get you a look at the weekend planner if you're still in need of something fun to do with your time off, as well as the weather that you can expect during the weekend in just a little bit. But first, our top story of the day. This is video from the Kalamazoo Sheriff's Office that shows a scary crash in Comstock Township Thursday morning that shows just how dangerous the roads were. Authorities were responding to a crash that left one vehicle overturned off of I-94. While crews were responding to that, though, a box truck lost control and slammed into multiple fire vehicles and a police cruiser. Thankfully, none of the first responders that were there at the time were injured, according to the Sheriff's Office. The driver of the truck, though, was taken to a nearby hospital for treatment of some minor injuries. Law enforcement are now reminding everyone to take it slow and safe on the roads, especially during inclement weather. A Michigan State Police K-9 was exposed to illicit drugs early Thursday morning that required a stay at the hospital. It happened in the city of Flint when the K-9 named Thor was searching a home with their handler. The dog then started showing symptoms and the troopers started giving it emergency care before driving Thor to a medical center for emergency treatment. Thor tested positive for opioids, cocaine, and THC. Thankfully, though, Thor is expected to make a full recovery. Crews broke ground yesterday on the future site of the Ferris State University's Jim Crow Museum. The facility will be 26,000 square feet and be located right there on campus near the State Street entrance. It will be about a $22 million project. The university has a collection already at the school's library that includes 30,000 racist materials. It was started 2 decades ago by David Pilgrim, who works at the university, to serve as a teaching tool to life back in the Jim Crow era. The facility is expected to be completed in the fall of 2026 and include a 7,500 square foot permanent exhibit. Fountain Street Church in Grand Rapids is in need of repairs after being a major staple in the city skyline for over a century. It's the bell tower that's in need of restoration. The bells have not been operational for about 15 years and have not rung at all since before the COVID-19 pandemic. The fundraising campaign is looking to raise about $2.3 million to complete the restorations and are only about $250,000 away from that goal. The hope is to finish the project by the spring of next year if all goes according to plan. A new machine at the Woodland Mall will now make it easier to give back this holiday season. The Light the World Giving Machine made its debut in the Von Maur wing of the mall yesterday, and it gives you the opportunity to actually buy items for local charities. Think of it sort of like a reverse vending machine. There are 30 items available, from kitchen basics to meals for those in need. Prices range from $10 to $175. It will be there at the mall, located again in the Von Maur wing of the building, from now until January 4th. And it's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time to check out your weekend planner. As always, there's a lot to check out in West Michigan, especially here in Grand Rapids over at the DeVos Performance Hall. It's the kickoff of GR Ballet's Nutcracker shows for the holiday season. Shows are back for a 10th year and actually begin tonight. The Grand Rapids Gold are also back in town with 2 games, one tonight and one on Sunday. The team is off to a 7-4 start, and Friday's game also happens to be Elf Night, so fans in attendance will get a free Buddy the Elf hat. And down in Holland, if you're looking to get some shopping done, get downtown early for the Holiday Shopping Jam, where you can save anywhere from 20 to 30% off items during the morning hours at nearly 50 different shops. You can find the full weekend planner right now over on woodtv.com. Let's step aside now and get you a look at the weather for this weekend now. Here's Storm Team 8 meteorologist Sarah Flynn.
Good afternoon, West Michigan, and happy Friday. We do have a much calmer pattern ahead of us. High pressure is settling into our region, which will actually give us some good breaks of sunshine throughout the day, which will hopefully improve some of those road conditions as well. Temperatures, though still frigid, will only reach the low 20s for highs, and tonight will dip down to about 10 degrees. So again, the icy road's going to stick around until this weekend. We'll see some improvement temperature-wise, but we'll also talk the potential for rain as we move overnight Saturday into Sunday. It may start off as a little bit of a slushy snow or a wintry mix, but quickly that rain should overtake, helping that melt off. And with highs reaching near about 40 degrees on Sunday, things will actually look quite nice on the roadways out there. 40 on Sunday, up to 48 on Monday as those rain showers continue. The remainder of your 8-day forecast has a couple more snow chances building towards the end of the week, but at this point it doesn't look like anything too substantial, especially compared to what we've dealt with the last few days.
right, thanks, Sarah. And we end today's show with the story of Spencer Holsteg, a Grand Rapids native and current UCLA offensive lineman. Holsteg is a touted NFL prospect in next year's draft, but that wasn't always a possibility for him. After he was born, he was diagnosed with E. coli meningitis and was given a 50-50 chance to survive. After a month in the hospital, though, Holsteg was cleared and was able to go home. Years later, he not only played football, but excelled at it, playing for Purdue before transferring to UCLA. Now, in a few months, he will be eligible for the draft. Holsteg says, though, that whether or not he hears his name, he's just grateful to be here. And that is an awesome story that you can find right now over on woodtv.com. And it's also an awesome way to end today's show. Again, we will be back we'll be back again with 8 more stories for you this coming Monday. I do want to thank everybody so much for tuning into this latest edition of the News 8 Live Desk. I'm Phil Pinarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.